Okay, folks, g'day. Today is Thursday, the 14th of September 2023. Wow, it's nearly Christmas. Won't be long. Anyway, what I'm going to make tonight, and I'm going to try and explain it to you or demonstrate it to you the best way I can. I have done it before. I've done it once or twice before, but I can't remember whether I recorded it or not. Is doing spaghetti bolognese uh, our way, not the Italian way, because apparently the Italian way, so they tell me, doesn't have meat in it. So ours does. So I'm going to do ground beef bolognese, but I'm going to do some. I'm not sure whether it's penne or spirals, pasta spirals, and I'm going to do it all in the same pot. But I'll show you what I'm going to put in first. Now, I've got to get another onion, but I'm going to use that onion up that I've got in there that I've had in the fridge for a while. So that's going to get done. I'm going to do a stick of celery, or as some people say, celery. Celery. A couple of carrots. Goes with beef. Boiled beef and carrots, so they say. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had that. I'm doing half a red capsicum, or red pepper, as some call it, half a green capsicum, or a green pepper, as some call it. And then I've got to get some tin tomatoes out, some bolognese sauce that I like, and some tomato puree. I don't know what you call it. I'll have to show it you when I get it. So in the meantime, I'll get all that stuff ready. I'll chop this up and I'll bring you back when I'm ready. Okay. Now, let's see. Which one is it? Well, back again. Here we are. I just checking to see if the door was closed. The telly's on. I'm chopping the veggies up, and I'll talk you through what I'm using besides the fresh veggies. Tin of tomatoes, the Legos Neapolitana with chunky tomato and herbs. We like that one. It's a good one. It's not bad, that. And doesn't matter what brand of these you go. This is Romano Passata. What I was trying to say before, Pomodoro, whatever you call it. Now, as much as I respect Italian cooking, and it's great, they don't put beef in their bolognese. So this isn't a copy of an Italian recipe. It's purely and simply my recipe that my family and I like. And we like to put veggies in it. I've got celery, carrots, red and green capsicums and onion. Now, with a little bit of camera maneuvering, I'm going to endeavour to show you how I cut my veggies up. So we'll bring the camera down here, and then we'll bring it down here to the chopping board, and let's hope there's enough light there for you to see what I'm doing. Now, if I can just put that. Right, I can see that. Okay. Right, now, This is how I do the. I've already done a pile of carrots and stuff, and I'll show you them. Show you all when I've done. I still need a bit of work on my knife skills, but I'm better than I was. And that's what I do with the carrot. And we'll shove that over there with that. And then I'll do the celery. I don't like a lot of celery in it. It take on the flavour really strongly. So I generally stick it to one stick, or if they're small, two. And that's that. I'll put that over here with the rest of it. Now I've already sliced these. You don't really need to see that. I always slant the knife that way, away from my knuckles, and slide it down my knuckles so I don't cut my fingers. And it works for me, I suppose. That's one way of doing it. And we'll put that on that pile. And what I'll do, and I'll talk you through it when I do it, when I actually start cooking it, I'll cook the onion first, then the beef, and then I'll put the onion first, then the carrots, celery, then the beef, and then the capsicums, and then I'll put all the flavours in, and then I'll just lie the pasta on top. So now this is my onion. Now everyone has a different way of cutting onions. This is my way, and I'm sticking to it. Some leave the root on, some don't. I don't. I don't feel it's necessary at times. Now and again I wished I'd done it. And that's about. And that's my onion cutting skills. If you could call it a skill. Right. Now I'll endeavour to show you what I've actually done. Now I'll turn that around so I can see what I'm doing. Well, obviously there's the onions, there's the peppers, red and green, celery, and the carrot, and that's the other stuff on there at the back that's going to be going in, and not forgetting the old salt and pepper, and we'll see what happens. And I'll just zoom out again, and we'll see what happens, and I'll bring you back when I'm ready to cook, which is going to be a while from now. I'm just preparing everything, so I'll get my remote control in my hand. And okay guys, here we go. Time to cook. What I need to tell you is I've also added some beef stock, and I'm going to saute. I'm going to saute this the meat and some of the veggies. And when I've got it all assembled and I've got it cooking nicely, I'm going to pressure cook it for 10 minutes, and that should cook the pasta, and see how we go from there. So hit the saute. I've got it on high. We'll put some what I'm using this time. I'm using some rice bran oil. I reckon it's a pretty good oil, that. It's got a nice flavour, and it's got a very high smoke point. But we don't need a lot of oil. And this is my Foodie, my Ninja Foodie 14-in-1 pot. And it actually comes with a plastic bowl. And sometimes I've needed an extra bowl. So I've actually sent for a stainless steel one, because I prefer stainless steel anyway. And it's working out really well. I can actually use metal utensils in it, whereas you can't in the plastic one. So I mean, I suppose you could if you were careful, but I'm not that careful. I bung it in and I bung it up. And I also sent for a lid, because this 14-in-1 pot, oh, it does just about everything. It bakes, it sautes, it steams, and you can have air fry. It's an air fryer. If you see the lid is got air fryer on it. Can you? Oh, you can't see it. It's in the lid, the air fryer, and you can actually air fry and steam at the same time. You can bake bread in it. You can do all sorts of stuff in it. It's unbelievable what you can do in it. Right, onions are going in. Probably not hot enough, but with onions it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, it's sizzling. It's not as hot as I want it. Right. Carrots are going in. We'll put them in together because they take the longest to cook. But I must tell you that this is a very, 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 very quick way of cooking pasta. I used to have it on for 3 hours. But I don't do it that way no more. I mean, there was nothing wrong with the way I did it. It just took a long time. It was actually... I spilled some on the floor. Throw it away. It actually was very, very nice. It was a very, very thick sauce. But because you can actually saute in this, when you finish with the pressure cooker, you can actually go back to sauteing. So if you want to thicken the gravy up, you can do that. And if it's not thick enough, you just put a bit of corn flour in, or cornstarch, whatever they call it. Now it's sizzling. See, it's all mixed in, ready to go. What I've had to learn and I am still learning, is the camera technique, is give the camera time to focus. And that's a pretty hard thing to learn when you're doing things in real time. But I'm getting there, especially when I show it up to the camera. You've got to keep it still, let the camera focus, and so you guys get to actually see what it is. Now you don't have to cook this all the way through because it's going to get. I'm going to put the celery in now. Excuse my fingers, but they are clean. I've washed them before I started. I was brung up properly. Brung up proper. My dad used to say, only dirty people wash. It's a dad joke. We'll give that a minute or two. And my wife's just been on the prowl. She's an invalid. She's got really bad dementia. And we have to keep our eye on her. But my son just got her. Fortunately, she always does it around cooking times. Right then. Put the peppers in. Red and green. I'm not going to put salt and pepper in yet. I'm going to wait till it's finished and then I'll taste it, see how much it needs. I don't want to overdo it and I don't want to underdo it. So, the only thing I haven't got yet is some red wine. I was just thinking that would go down a treat in there. So, when I close it down, I might go and get a bottle. I've got a bottle in the other room, but I don't want to leave this because this is a very, very powerful saute. It's on number 5 and it goes down to number 1. So it's very, very hot. You can sear in it as well. If you've got a steak, it'll sear your steak. Right then. Gonna peel tomatoes, whole tomato. You can get chopped ones, but I like the whole ones. Chop them up myself. Now, get my magic wand. Trying to open these things. For older people, when you get a little bit fragile, the best thing to open a jar with, you find, all as you do, that's it, done. Oh no, I hit this. I thought it was done. That's it. You pop it, and it comes off like that. What I don't understand is when you're buying a can of tomatoes, if you buy the chopped tomatoes, they're always dearer than the whole tomatoes. And you don't know what the heck they put in there. So I like to get the whole ones and just, that's it, done. And this is the, what did I call this? Passata. Now I did say before, I respect the Italian cooking, but I'm not following an Italian recipe. If anything, I'm following an English Australian recipe. This is how we do it. And I like it this way. Now, while that's blipping away, I'll shove the meat in. I got 500 grams here. I took a small handful off for the dog. He loves his beef mince, so with just a handful, well, not quite a handful short. He knows when I'm doing this, he knows he's always hanging around. He's had his though. He's had his share. They're lovely though, a little dachshund. He won't eat dog food. Doesn't like dog food. He'd die before he'd eat it. And he would. He'd starve himself to death. You put it down, no matter how long it's down there, he won't eat it. Fussy. Then again, I'm fussy too. I'm a bit fussy. So I can't blame him. You like what you like in this world. But he does get his minerals and in other ways, you know. Now what I do, I put some water in the jar and we shake it up. Then I put it in the other jar and we get all the stuff that's left behind. What did I do with the lid for that? Oh, there it is. Now I shake that in and then I put it in the tin of tomatoes. And turn the can around as you empty it. You get a pretty clean can. Now when this is finished, I will check it for salt and pepper. Now, that's all done. I'm going to put the beef stock in. Now with the pasta, I wanted to get rid of some of the spirals, and I just top them up with penne. Now there's a cup each, there's 3 of us. and one for the pot. So it's not quite 4 cups, about 3 3/4 cups of penne. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to just pause the video and I'll get some red wine and I'll be back in a sec. Oh well, here we go. I dropped a bottle of wine and it snapped at the neck and it's gone all over my carpet in the family room. But not to worry, I got another one. It's a bottle of Small Talk Pinot Noir, if you can possibly see it. It's not a bad drop, that, and it's 2022 vintage wine of Australia. Australian wine. Unbelievable. Now we'll put some in. I might just put just a tad drop more. Now we give that a good stir. Get the end to that. Now what we do here, we just gently lay the pasta on top of there. So they tell me, you close the lid, you turn the saute off, it's come to an end. We put that over the valve, over we shove the lever over to on high for 10 minutes, and here we go. We hit start. Now it's got a pre-warm, and I'll bring you back in a bit because I got to go and clean a mess up in the family room. Okay, so once that's cooked, I'll bring you back, and we'll dish it out. Okay, welcome back. We're finished. I did it 2 minutes left. I did it for 8 minutes, and I'm now releasing the pressure. I pressure cooked it for 8 minutes instead of 10. I don't want to overcook the pasta. If the pasta needs finishing off, I can finish it off on the saute. On the saute thing. So it's just releasing the pressure now, and in the meantime, your host is having a bit of Pinot Noir. We cleaned the mess up in the family room. A whole bottle of Shiraz got emptied onto my carpet, but we cleaned it up, and we cleaned it up fairly quickly. My son did most of the work. We did all the work, to be honest. I got the mop bucket and I moved a table and some boxes. So all good again. I'm just sad I've lost a litre bottle of Shiraz, and it's a really good Shiraz. So everybody, help me out. Slap me wrist. Naughty, naughty boy. Don't do it again. Okay, I won't. I'll try not to. Next one I have, I'm going to drink it for sure. The whole bottle was empty. And it only dropped about 14 inches. What a weak bottle that was. Come on, Australia, up your game. It was Australian wine. I'll blame anybody but myself. I lost the grip of it. I'm taking it. I had to reach over a table with my right hand, and to pull it out of the rack, it hit the table and knocked it out of my hand. So I shouldn't have the table there, really. But I've got nowhere else to put it. Me being a musician, it's my practice room. And I'm the drummer. And I've got a big electronic drum kit set up there. And I have to have the table with a lot of stuff on it. Electronic stuff. Well, now that's just gone off. And I'll show you what we got, and I'll keep it in there to keep it warm. We got some garlic bread. Have a look at that. And anyone who wonders what bread that was, it's from Aldi. And it's not bad. We get two of them in a packet. It's cheap. I used to make my own, but after eating that, it's not worth it. It's a lot of hassle. It is nice making your own though, because we do use proper butter. We don't use margarine or nothing like that. We use a nice butter and a bit of garlic, you know. Now, wonder if I can. No, it's not empty yet. Still steaming. That little plug there has to be all the way down, and it's not quite. And there's a thing on the side that you slide, a slider, because you can have it on 3 different things. One of the best little cook. Well, look at my cooking top. I hardly use the cooking top anymore. Oh, there we go. Open says me. And look at that, bubbling away. Now, I'm gonna try a piece of that. That's well and truly done. Just need some salt and pepper, and I will get that now. Doesn't need a lot of salt, but just a pinch, as you can see there, just a little pinch. I can't put too much pepper in because my son likes pepper, but he doesn't like too much. I get a bit heavy-handed on it, like I'm doing now. But if he questions it, I'll lie. But I bet he heard me. Now, have a look at that. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. That's not bad, is it? That pasta is well and truly cooked. I didn't know you could cook pasta like that till I saw it on the internet. And I had a go of it. I'm not sure whether I've done it once or twice. I think I've done it once. And everybody said that was excellent. And it's done, you know. The hardest part is chopping the veggies. Now, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn that off. Oh no, that's turning it on. Turn it off. That's gone now. And give it a good stir. And I'm going to put my wife's out. There we go. Glenn, would you give Mum this for me, please, while I dish ours out? And I'll give her a couple of slices of this garlic bread. She won't eat too much of it. I'll just get a knife, turn that off. Right, what I'm doing now, I'm just dishing the garlic bread out between me and my son. 1, 2, 3. And we've got 4 pieces each. Right, that's mine. That's his. Yours is next, son. Here we go. A growing lad. Tell me that doesn't look good. I'll zoom out again. There we go. How good's that look? That's not bad, is it? For a novice. I'm not a chef. There you go, Glyn. Oh, I forgot the Parmesan cheese. Oh, well. Stiff. Glyn, come on. Glyn! Quickly, I've got the camera going. Right, now for me. What I had to do, I run out of spiral, so I had to put some penne in it. Have a look at that. That's not bad, is it, folks? Hey, we have a bit of a taste test in a minute. And get rid of that. Get rid of that. And what I'll do, I'll bring the camera over here. And we'll zoom out. Make sure. There we go. Turn the light off. Just needs to come up a bit. Bear with me, folks. We're nearly there. I've just got to get my fork. We all know what the garlic bread is. So, here we go. There's mine. There we go. Hope that's focused it. Pretty hot. Mm. Mm. Oh. Eat your heart out, Italy. This is pretty damn good. You don't know what you're missing. Put your meat in. I know you have it with meatballs. I know that. But this is excellent. Try it sometime. You know, see, is that focusing? Looks like it. Mm. Wow. Exceptional. It's taken me hours to do it. Well, it's not even took me an hour. Probably about 40 minutes. Well, I did 8 minutes in the cooker. I did about 5 minutes sauteing it, and the rest of the time was just chopping the veggies and the onions. Now, good health, everybody. This is a Pinot Noir. Well, that's my favourite wine. At least that one didn't get broken. I like Shiraz too. I like 78. I like all wines. To be honest, I don't like sweet wines, but this is. I mean, there's good quality. There's better quality ones than this, but this is pretty good for the price. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, give us a like, share the video, leave some comments. Let me know how you make your spaghetti bolognese. Have I got everything right? Am I saying it right? Am I? I've only heard on the internet about the Italians not putting meat in; they put meatballs in. You hear all sorts of things on the internet, though. So whatever's right or wrong, please correct me, because I don't know. I'm just repeating what I've seen and what I've heard. I know what I like. This is what I like. This one down there. And I just want to thank everybody who's visited my channel, and especially those ones who've subscribed to my channel. I thank you very, very much. It's much appreciated. It's compared to a lot of other channels, it's not got a lot of subscriptions, but those I have got are way beyond my dreams. You know, I think I'm up to 122 now. So keep them coming. They're coming slowly, but I don't mind that. What it means to me is somebody's seen the video and liked the video. Otherwise, you wouldn't subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell, and then you'll get informed every time I put a video on. If you like my videos. If you don't, well, there's not much I can do about that. But I do appreciate you all. Let me know if there's anything particular you want me to have a go at. I'll certainly have to think about it, because I don't class myself as a chef. I'm just a bit of a hack, having a go while my wife's sick and while I'm looking after her. It gives me something to do. So I'm going to go and eat this now with her, and make sure she's eating hers properly. And I shall catch you in the next one. And as I normally say, a good old Pommy way, a Mancunian way is Tara. Uh-oh, done it again. I'll say it again. Tara. I'll get there one day. I need me